Alright, there you go. We're back to you just have no idea what you will ever see when you show up to the Cleveland Cruise In. This thing is actually roadworthy, believe it or not. It's a speedboat on the road. How in the world? And I mean, it looks just like a speedboat up here in the front. All that looks CB in case you get in trouble. You got to call the Coast Guard, I guess. Well, it's got a blower or not. Look at a wing on the back of it. Holy smokes. Hey, how you doing?
Fine, how you doing?
Good. Tell me a little bit about this creation you got here. Did you do that yourself?
Me and another guy did.
Right.
In 1986.
Okay. How long did it take you?
The boat had been wrecked and sunk. It went through another boat, so it probably took about 2 months to get that done, and then it took a couple more months to build the frame up.
What kind of frame are you using under that?
It has a VW transaxle under it with a 914 Porsche engine.
Wow.
And the frame is homemade frame. We made it. And then it's got the keel coming up, and it's got the frame coming up like this, and then it has a Harley FLH forks on it.
And then it turns with a steering wheel just like a car, or how's that work?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we had to rig up a steering box. There's a special rigging you get it.
I got you. Now, what made you choose this over, say, a Chevelle or a Mustang, like anybody else might have done?
What do you mean for that?
Yeah, for the basis of this hot rod. Are you a big boat fan, obviously, or?
Excuse me.
I mean, it just seems like, I mean, it's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I'm blown away by it. I'm just saying that it's not the normal thing people would sit around and think.
What I was going to do was going to put well, see, my friend had a trike motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
And I told him we ought to got that boat and put it on that trike, and that's what started.
I got you. Okay.
And then originally I was going to put one of those old Pontiac Fieros.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty compact engine and all, but I couldn't figure out any way to put them struts they had.
I got you.
I couldn't figure out any way to put them over where it looked right.
Right.
So then we didn't do that and messed around, and we found an old Volkswagen laying out in the field.
That worked.
There's my transmission.
I guess the big question is, how does it handle?
That thing handles on the highway way better than a regular car does.
You're kidding.
No,
Seemed like it'd want to take flight.
No.
No.
If you look down the bow of it, it's got a downward tilt to it.
Oh.
That's what they call a negative dihedral.
I got you.
Put your hand out the window, you turn your fingers down, and it pushes.
Right.
So when you get going, the wind stream comes across it.
Right.
And pushes that thing down.
No kidding.
And then on the back, when you're up around 75, 80, the back end felt like it was getting a little light. So
right.
So I made that spoiler for it.
Now you got some downforce there.
Plenty.
Yeah, plenty.
That's big enough for a B-52.
I got you.
You know.
What's the basis, the boat? What was the boat that you started with? Just a speedboat, or was it a particular type?
A custom boat builder in Lubbock, Texas built that.
Huh.
Jimmy Dominick's in Lubbock, Texas built that for his wife. And she thought it was the ugliest thing she'd ever seen. And,
right.
And so he sold it to this doctor. It had a 454 with the blower on it. The doctor wanted some nitrous put on it. They did that and got away from them. It went through another boat, about killed some people. That's how I ended up with it.
Oh, wow. Well, let me tell you, it's unique. Very cool, but unique.
Well, thank you.
And I appreciate you all taking the time to not only let me do, a video on it, but to put the thing together.
Well, it has. It's been driven coast to coast.
No, jeez.
And it has. It went to Germany in 1989. Yeah, it went to Germany in 1989. The Germans, it was down in Daytona, Florida, and the Germans seen it, and they shipped it to Germany for car service.
I guess it's a crazy question, but I gotta ask. Does it float?
No, sir.
It doesn't float.
Like a rock.
I got you. All right. Well, I'm gonna take one more quick look around it. All right.
Yes, sir.
Brother, I appreciate it.
You want to see the engine or anything?
Yeah. Let's see that. Might as well, right? A little propeller on it. So he's got a scrapbook too.
Hey, you might even know some of them fellas.
They're cops. I doubt it. Usually they're behind me.
It was for me too, most of the time. There's the.
Oh, how sweet.
See much of it.
No, yeah, let me get back here.
Thank you.
That's cool, man. That motor looks like it's sitting in there backwards. Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
The transmission looks like it's on the front.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, it's not backwards design. I'm just saying backwards to what I'm used to seeing, and then it's running off half shaft.
Right. But if you look at it, it's the same concept as if it was in the car.
Yeah.
And I seen that when I first built this, I had a VW engine in it.
Right.
But when I put this Porsche engine in there, that thing's a lot bigger.
Right.
And I had to do some framework to get that big thing in there. And when I put it in, you have to put it piece by piece in there and assemble it basically inside the car.
Right.
You know, all your exterior tins and things.
Right. Huh. So are you an engineer by trade or just a hot rodder?
You know, Hoss, I really don't know what I am.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Well, you come up with some cool ideas. Let's not put a label on it.
You'd figure, well, I don't know, some people are just paid to be good and I'm just good for nothing.
I gotcha. Well, you're good for something, brother. Because if you ever want to turn a boat into a car, guess who they got to see?
Yeah.
Captain, I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you, brother.
You have a good day.
Yep. Okay, quick look around here. Look at that.
That stick in there, that stick is where I buy turn signals,
Oh, okay.
horn, and if I got my CV on and I have my helmet on, I used my trigger to keep the mic from
Oh,
the CV.
cool.
I'm telling you what, you go down the road, listen to these truckers,
Right.
pure entertainment.
Right, yeah, they're crazy out there, aren't they? They get a little crazy out on the road by themselves.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, well, I appreciate it.
All right, man, it was good seeing you.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Talk to you.
Folks, there you go. A boat car.